Hello everybody. In this lesson I will discuss the exponential function. Remember, the exponential function consists of 8 lessons. I suggest you watch all of them. Now you will recognize the exponential function by the formula y is equal to a to the power of x. So your x is the exponent. Then we will start by sketching the function y is equal to 2 to the x. First of all, here's the steps with your calculator. You will choose your table mode. So you will say mode, which is this button, and then the number 3, and then table. Then it will give you what you see on the screen there. F of x is equal to, and then there's 2 blocks. Then you will press 2, and then to get the x, you will press alpha, and then it's this button, the round bracket on the right, so that you can get to the x. You will see your x is in red there, and equals. And then now the y is 2 to the x is in your calculator. Then you will start, let's start at -4 equals, and we will end at 2 equals. And then our step will be 1. That means the distance between your two x values. And then your calculator gives you the answer. So there's on the left hand side an x, and on the right hand side f of x, which means y. And then the coordinates, -4, 0,0625. So those are the coordinates that you're going to plot. -3 and 0,125, -2, 0,25, -1, 0,5, 0 and 1, and 1 and 2. And then when you plot your graph, this is what you get in the end. Now let me explain what's going on here. First of all, you will see that there's a horizontal asymptote, and the x-axis is the horizontal asymptote. And there it flew in, and remember the x-axis equation is the line y is equal to 0. So we say the x-axis, or the line y is equal to 0, is the horizontal asymptote. And what does that mean? That means that your graph will get closer and closer to the line y is equal to 0, but it never touches it, or it never intersects. Then, very important is this point over there. This is your y-intercept, and that is the point 0, 1. Let's discuss the effect of a in the exponential function. Now there's 3 graphs there, and you will see that a, the value of a, has an effect on the steepness of the graph. If the green graph, f of x is 2 to the x, there you can see that one. G of x is 5 to the x. Can you see? It gets steeper. That's the blue graph. And then the red graph, h of x is 9 to the x, and it's even steeper. So the number has an effect on the steepness of the graph. Let's look at the 2 graphs here. Now in the green graph is f of x is 3 to the x, and then the blue graph is g of x is minus 3 to the x. So now what influence does this minus have on your graph? And it's very clear that there was a reflection about the x-axis, and the x-axis is also the asymptote. We are still on the effect of a in the exponential function. Now here where you see the green, when a is bigger than 0, you get the graph f of x is equal to 3 to the x. There is your green graph. Now have a look here. This in the blue, we read it as a is smaller than 1, a is greater than 0. That means your a value is a fraction. Now when you look at g of x, you find g of x is 3 to the negative x. And that thing with a positive exponent is the same as g of x is a third to the power positive x. And that is the blue graph. So you can see there's your graph, g of x is 3 to the negative x. So what happened? There was a reflection about the y-axis. And the x-axis is still the asymptote. Now we will look at the influence on this plus q in y is a to the power of x plus q. Now the first graph, f of x is 3 to the x, there's your graph, and there you can see that the x-axis was the asymptote, the line y is equal to 0. And it's because here, if you like, is an invisible plus 0. Now the second graph, f of x is 3 to the x plus 1. Can you see what happened? That plus 1 is now suddenly the line y is equal to 1, which is your new asymptote. And then when I give you f of x is 3 to the x minus 4, can you see what happened there? The line y is equal to minus 4 is now your asymptote. There's the three graphs together, so you can clearly see what happened. The graph y is a to the x plus q, the influence of the plus q there. The graph translates or shifts vertically up or down. And then q is the new horizontal asymptote. Now we can look at the influence of y is a to the x minus p when you add something to the exponent there. Again, there's the f of x is 3 to the x. Now I want to explain the y-intercept. The rule is make x 0. So we have y is 3 to the x, y is 3 to the 0, anything to the 0 is 1. Y is 1. So there's your y-intercept, the point 0 and 1. Now let's go to f of x is 3 to the x plus 1. So now suddenly I added plus 1 to the x. Now see what happens. Your y-intercept make x 0. Y is 3 to the x plus 1. Make x 0. 3, 0 plus 1 is just 1. And 3 to the 1 is just 3. So can you see your red graph, the y-intercept is now the point 0 and 3. The purple graph, there was your y-intercept. Then the purple graph, f of x is 3 to the x minus 4. Can you see now we added minus 4 to the x, and there's the graph. And let's have a look at the y-intercept. Make x 0, y is 3 to the x minus 4, make the x 0, y is 3 to the 0 minus 4, which is negative 4, and 3 to the negative 4 is 1 over 81, which is y is 0,012. And then can you see there somewhere is your y-intercept. So it's very clear that when you have y is a to the x minus p, the influence of that number there on the exponent, the graph translates or shifts horizontally left or right. And the x-axis is still the horizontal asymptote. And it's very clear that that minus p here on the exponent has an influence on the y-intercept. I want to discuss the domain and range as well. So there's the green graph, f of x is 3 to the x, and then the graph g of x is 3 to the negative x. Remember that graph was the reflected about the y-axis graph. Now the domain for both of them, x is an element real, and then the range, there's like a general formula, y element q up to infinity, and q is in fact the asymptote. And remember the asymptote here was the line y is equal to 0. Therefore, The range is y is an element 0 up to infinity. And remember, you cannot include the 0 because that's the asymptote. And the range, you always read it from the bottom upwards. And then on the graph, f of x is 3 to the x plus 1, the red graph. Can you see the horizontal asymptote y is equal to 1? So the domain, x is an element real. And now look at the range. There's the general formula. Therefore, the range will be y is an element 1 up to infinity. And you cannot include 1 because that's the asymptote. So it's from the asymptote upwards. Domain and range for this graph. So the control graph, f of x is 3 to the x. You can see that one. Now for the purple graph, f of x is 3 to the x minus 4. Both of them, the domain is x is an element real. And then the range, the general formula, y is an element q up to infinity. And do you agree there's an invisible plus 0 and there's an invisible plus 0? So that's the horizontal asymptote, the line y is equal to 0, and therefore the range for both of them will be y is an element 0 up to infinity. The domain and range for this graph. For the green graph, f of x is 3 to the x. The domain is x is an element real. And the range is y is an element 0 up to infinity. Remember, the range you read from the bottom upwards. Now on your blue graph, which was the graph g of x is minus 3 to the x, the domain is still x is an element real. But the range, now you must be careful, is y is an element negative infinity up to 0. Why? Because you read range from the bottom upwards. In the next lesson, I will teach you how to sketch an exponential function. Click on the video in the left-hand corner to take you straight to the next lesson.